Hi there. The clothesline I'm about to show you is the Austral fold down. This is the Addaline 33. This is a hot favourite for the mums and dads who want that bit extra line space and the ability to have two frames of which both of them can fold down, or you can have one up, one down, two up or two down when you've completed the job. These can be wall mounted or ground mounted, so they're quite a versatile clothesline, and when they are folded down they're actually in the flat position against the wall or the ground mount kit. In the beginning of the installation for the Addaline 33, you need to mark holes. The centres for the holes are 2 metres 320 millimetres. I find a good way to do this is to mark one hole first, and using a straight edge with a hole pre-drilled at the required measurements and a level, it makes it quite easy to mark the second hole. Drill those two holes and fix in the wall plugs if you're using bricks. From there, level the brackets so that you can mark your secondary hole, the lower hole, on both brackets. Drill the holes and repeat the process as for the first two. From here we assemble the large and small frames. It's important to remember that the short front bar is for the small frame and the long front bar is for the large frame. Good idea to put the plastic end stops in the frames at this stage as well. From here we put the large frame into the wall bracket first, applying one of the longest screws or bolts in the pack, screwing it right through. From there we then put the frame into the other side of the bracket, applying the second bolt. There's no need to screw these bolts all the way through, as it will make it difficult to put the small frame up. So just put it through enough to put one of the small frame ends up to hold it in place while you screw the second side in to secure it up. Apply the Nylox nuts. There's no need to over tension these, as it does restrict the movement of the frames. Next step is to put the small brace arms in place. One of the set of brace arms is for the large frame, the other skinny ones with the hook end is for the small frame. Starting from the outside, apply another long bolt through the outside brace arm with the spacer then inside the wall bracket to go through the nut, and outside another wide nylon spacer, flat washer, brace arm, and then a nut. Again, what I like to do is to have a bit of movement in all my pieces, so just tightening up enough on the outside and then having enough on the inside of the bolt to get the Nylox nut on and firm it up, and that is more than enough. Repeat that process for both sides.
Yeah, everything rusts here.
I think the slide that goes onto the brace arm, again this needs to be in the correct direction. It's got a little black plastic piece attached to the bottom of it. As you can see, this goes on first. Slide that up, another bolt through there with a spacer into the side arm of the frame, and another nut. Once you've done that, we're at the step of wiring the clothesline. Starting from the line tensioning device, which is at the front edge of the frame, I find the best thing to do with the small frame is to wire it up in the down position against the wall, wiring it up backwards and forwards until you've filled up all the holes, applying your line tidy at the back of the clothesline so it can be tied off. What I usually do is just pull the cord through so it is firmed up, not overly tight. You should have about 5 to 6 inches of spare line coming through the line tensioning device. Just apply the lever on the line tensioning device, that will hold it in place, and then it's time to wire up the big frame. Best way to do this, I find, is have the big frame in the up position. Again, start from the line tensioning device and working backwards, and you should have probably about a foot or two of line left over. Apply your line tidy, tying it off.
line it all up at the end.
Yeah. And then just pulling all the line through to firm it up back towards the line tensioning device. I find it's not such a good idea to pull the line up really tight, as it does pull the sides of the frame in. Pulling the excess cord through the line tensioning device, pulling the lever down to hold it off, and then applying the little bobble that goes on the end of the cord. Just a simple knot, about 4 to 5 inches of overhang there, snip off the excess, and you have one brand new clothesline ready to use. Well, here we have it, the Addaline 33. As I said before, this is a hot favourite with the mums and dads. If you've got the small wash, you just need the small frame. The lines are close together, great for the smalls and for hanging longer garments as you require. But if the kids have been out in the yard and mucking up, you can then go and use your larger frame. And the good thing about this one is you've got an extra 6 metres of line space over the standard 27.